Hello everyone and welcome to Games, Comics and Crafts. In this video I'll be looking at Scarlett issue 1. Okay, so this is the first issue of the new Scarlett miniseries. This is the anniversary cover, which I believe all of the Energon Universe books are going to have this month. So we're going to see 4, so hopefully I can get the other 3, obviously because we want a full collection if possible. So Scarlett's an odd character to me, because in the UK we had Action Force before we had G.I. Joe, and there was a character in that called Quarrel who had a crossbow. So when I grew up in reading black and white Action Force strips, there was a female character with a crossbow. So by the time they started doing imported stuff from G.I. Joe and kind of moving that around and integrating some of the Action Force stuff in there, she kind of disappeared and it got replaced with this character. We didn't know if this character was a rename or whatever because it wasn't really clarified. Anyway, so I think we got a lot more Lady J, from what I remember, than we did with Scarlett until they actually started just literally transporting the stories across. Anyway, so my knowledge again of Scarlett very limited. I know her and Snake Eyes have got some kind of relationship going on. That's about it because Snake Eyes was really cool. So I will say, first of all, I wasn't sure about this book before it came out. I'm not super excited with the art style, but it grew on me as I went through the book. It's not terrible. It's actually quite nice. I'd rather see something like this than be scratchy. There's some kind of things in it that the angularity of characters is just a little bit off-putting, but it's actually quite a good story. So after a little while, you kind of forget about that, and you kind of get drawn into the storyline. So basically, she infiltrates an island. But I will say, she blatantly's got her hair out here, and somehow she managed to get her hair tied up in a bun and get the little thing there, and that's dry by the time she's ready to. But I could at least put her in a wetsuit mask or something. So she had to keep the hair dry. That would make more sense. But yeah, anyway. She infiltrates this island. Basically, there's kind of like a people smuggling going on. She meets this lass who's got the tattoo on her leg, which apparently, obviously, is the thing that the clan that Storm Shadow and Snake Eyes follow, because I remember that from the old G.I. Joe comics. And it turns out she knows her personally, Jinx. Now this is the weird thing, because it's like I don't quite know why they made her part of the Storm Shadow clan until we get a bit later on, and it's really confusing because you've got Storm Shadow and Snake Eyes, and it's like, well, why would you introduce a third character? I don't know if Jinx is a previously known character. That's one definitely I don't know. Anyway, she infiltrates this thing. She seems to be getting these people out. Scarlet basically is told don't engage, just kind of observe. She somehow managed to find this crossbow because again, crossbows are always laying around all over the place rather than assault rifles. But fine, okay. And Jinx escapes with this woman or this girl who I believe she is supposed to be trying to grab hold of, but because their previous arrangement or their meeting between these people, apparently she lets her go. They don't kind of interact very much. She's basically balled out by a military, and apparently, discharged. Which seems to be the way. She goes back to her apartment, and Stalker's there, who we recognise from Duke miniseries, and basically says, "Okay, I've got this stuff going on. We need your help with this." And then we get a flashback to kind of her and Jinx basically being friends and kind of talking about stuff. And apparently, they made up this code that they put, and she left a code for it actually in the location where the buys were being on, and basically says, "Don't follow me." So Jinx, so yeah. So the idea is that they want her to infiltrate the. Oh, okay. I'm going to get this completely wrong. Okay. Yeah, the Arashikage clan. Because Jinx has never made contact with anybody in their organisation, and she's the first person that has done such. So they reckon obviously there's a bond there, so they want her to kind of go in and figure out. So she goes there, Across to this kind of wilderness location, meets a load of ninjas. Quite a cool fight scene with the ninjas. Again, this is nice action like this. Gets the sword and basically says to the guy who's in charge, like, this is going to be, I give myself up to you because I want to be an agent kind of thing. But I don't know, is this guy well enough informed to know she's previously military or whatever? I don't know. So anyway, we get a few more flashbacks as well, and obviously they speak about. This is the weird one as well because she's just been delivered off in the helicopter by the guy who's called Snowjob, the Arctic guy. But then we get a flashback here where he kind of basically says, "This is the pilot," and I don't quite know why we did this flashback. Anyway, she's talking. Obviously, she realizes that hopefully Jinx is going to be around so she can help. And then she's struck down by a blade, or at least a cut across her. Oh, no, wait a minute, hold on. No, she isn't. Oh, okay, I thought she got the cut. She didn't get the cut. She's basically smacked on the back of the head by a scabbarded katana. And the scabbarded katana is Storm Shadow. Yay, good. So, Storm Shadow showing up is very, very cool. So I'm quite happy with that. That's rather good. Again, I don't know. Obviously, this could be. I've seen people that said they don't like this book, and this could be because maybe they've mixed Scarlett way too much up in the previous established continuities of Snake Eyes. I don't honestly know, but as a book in its own right for the Energon Universe, it reads okay, and I'm actually quite looking forward to seeing what's going on, and I hope Destro does the same thing. But maybe the reaction to it is like, well, she doesn't have anything to do with Storm Shadow. Why is she there? I don't know. But all in all, yeah, if you're coming at this with fresh eyes like me, this is a decent book. If you're coming up with this eyes from previous G.I. Joe continuities, it's still a good book, but you may have to let some previously established lore disappear to obviously re-establish this Energon stuff. But again, I mean, if you can accept Cobra La and Transformers and kind of like the way this new G.I. Joe team kind of forming, and spoilers if you have not read it, the fact that the Baroness is apparently working with Joe after the Energon special, I think you can probably get your head around this to continue and see where it goes. So, yeah, all in all, decent book. I still think Destro's artwork is much, much nicer. I just hope it reads as well. I say, as I said about the Cobra Commander 5 review, I would have done it a different way. But let's see what happens with that one. Obviously, this is going to be in a week or so. But yeah, all in all, a nice addition to the Energon Universe. I'm still curious why they didn't just go straight into a G.I. Joe and Cobra series directly after kind of like establishing the two main characters in those two organisations. But we're going to get it now. We're June now. December at the earliest. We're probably going to get those if that happens, and probably not even until next year. There's a good chance we won't get a G.I. Joe book to then. I just really hope that we don't get a situation where we are constantly just doing miniseries after miniseries after miniseries. I would prefer they do a G.I. Joe book and then possibly an adjacent miniseries that would reflect on different characters. So then you're still getting two G.I. Joe miniseries or G.I. Joe books in a month, but you're getting a core book, and then you're getting like maybe like an origin book, like a G.I. Joe Spotlight book or something like that, or whatever, that we could do 1 issue, 2 issue, 3 issue story arcs with all the other characters showing their origins or showing them doing individual missions and that kind of stuff. Didn't they do a G.I. Joe special missions book in Marvel like that? So yeah, so that should be pretty cool. But yeah, we'll see. So yeah, that's about it really I can say about this one. So hopefully I'll be back with some more comic reviews soon. And if you did listen to this, and thank you very much. And if you'd like to like and subscribe, I'll be very, very grateful. And I'll hopefully see you on the next video. Thanks very much. Bye bye.